Welcome back. Well, in our next interview, we welcome Kunene Governor Vipuakuje Muharukua, who has been actively engaging with communities in the region. Now, recently, he visited farmers at Swartbooi Drift, locally known as Otjimuhaka, where heavy rains led to flooding along the Kunene River. While addressing immediate concerns such as distribution of mosquito nets and the devastating impact on crops, the governor also highlighted his office's broader commitment to empowering local communities through various priority programs. Now tonight, we delve into both the urgent challenges posed by the recent floods and the long-term strategies he's designed to uplift the region. Good evening and welcome to the Daily Roundup.
Good evening, Nina. Good evening, Namibians.
Thank you so much for being here.
And thank you for the NBC's interest in the Kunene region. I mean, it's the second time I'm here. I hope when we are providing services to the people, the NBC would be equally interested and continue calling Kunene region to present.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, of course, we've spoken now about your visits within the Swartbooi Drift and what's happened there. And the community did have concerns. So let's just get right into it, about, the mosquito infestations that comes with these floods and rains. And also, of course, the limited distribution of mosquito nets. So what immediate interventions is your office implementing to ensure that all affected community members and residents have adequate protection?
Yes, I think there is a broader cooperation and coordination amongst all ministries to ensure that any disease outbreak is averted. The most ready institution is the Ministry of Health. They had 2,000 mosquito nets, to answer specifically that question, to help prevent the spread of malaria. Otjimuhaka has already recorded 3 cases of malaria. But subsequent to that, we have spoken to the Office of the Prime Minister. I had a meeting this morning with the Prime Minister and his team, the ED and so forth, and they have committed to availing more than enough mosquito nets. The mosquito nets currently were being distributed to expecting mothers and children, and mothers of toddlers, but now we are at a situation where these mosquito nets will be distributed broadly to the broader community. And the visit to the Otjimuhaka border post was to see and to assess whether government agencies can reach the flood victims on the road. It was impossible, and therefore we have roped in the Ministry of Defense through the OPM and my direct intervention with Honorable Kapofi. We are going to have flights that will take amenities to the people. That's
fantastic news. Well, of course, also farmers have lost their crops due to this flooding. They've also been affected. So what support can they expect?
The Ministry of Agriculture has assured farmers during a task force meeting that we had that they have seeds available, late summer seeds available, that they would avail to farmers to replant their fields once the water have subsided. It is also the case that people have lost machinery and equipment, farming equipment, such as water pumps, such as tanks and so forth, pipes. I trust and believe that farmers in themselves are going to endeavor to get this, but the government also has various interventions through the Ministry of Agriculture and the Ministry of Trade and the constituency offices that are given money, CDC money from central government, and I trust and believe that these farmers will also be catered for.
Fantastic. Well, Mr. Muharukua, beyond disaster relief, what are some of the key initiatives that your office, is currently undertaking that you can tell us about, to empower the communities within the Kunene?
Yes, that's the right question. We don't want to be known for a region that complains about disasters, for a region that always needs assistance of sort. We want to be a region that contributes and that will be known for creating jobs, that will be known for contributing to the GDP of the country. We want to be known for a region that has the potential of Cape Free or the potential of the Baines Dam. We want to be known for a region that has the potential for mines. To answer your question, I have not been in office. I'm taking over office tomorrow, so after this I'm driving. Our Honorable Chair is going to hand over the office tomorrow. What will happen then is I will roll out my plans tomorrow during my speech. But just to say a few things, I've said during our appointment that we intend as an office to ensure that we individualize unemployment. We intend to ensure that the problems and the plights of our young people are not just clustered as a statistic of a group of young people, that we know the capacities that all individual young people have within the region, and we are then accordingly able to allocate the resources that government would avail and allocate to investors and companies that would come to the region the right skills within the region. It is incumbent on the Office of the Governor to ensure that there is proper coordination amongst ministries, and that is probably one of the first things that one intends to do. I must indicate one of two things. After I've taken over, I will visit, and it's a notice that I'm giving, I will visit traditional authorities from whom I will request a number of things and information that will relate to the initiatives that one would undertake and would want to undertake. One of the first initiatives that I would want to undertake is to make young people dream. And you cannot dream of something you're not exposed to. So for us to inculcate a culture of thinking out of the box from young people, it is to expose them. One of the things that we are struggling with all the years is drought. And we need to think out of the box to craft and design and come up with a system of proper drought mitigation that speaks to irrigation and so forth. So I would intend, and I intend to take young people to Roundup, to the Roundup irrigation, to Kavango, to see, to the Kavango regions, the green schemes, to Etunda, that green scheme, and to private farmers who are doing well on that front, for the young people to see the extent to which we can use land and to the extent to which they can dream. And so that's the first thing that one intends to do. And amongst the things that one intends to do as well is to ensure that the office is equipped to cater for a dropping system of CVs of young people, and also a dropping system of problems amongst the inhabitants of the Kunene region, and through that be able to coordinate and channel problems that the inhabitants have to the regional councillors, and as well as to the Ministry of Labour, which is now under the Ministry of Justice.
So youth unemployment very high on your agenda of
Indeed.
priorities, but the Kunene region and its communities are also known for struggling with access to essential services. So talk to us about your plans around that.
Yes, indeed, we have already spoken with the Ministry of Works and Transport, Honorable Veikone Kundi. He will be visiting the roads in Kunene region, I trust in 2 weeks. I don't have the specific date now with me, but he will be visiting the region in 2 weeks to inspect roads. We have roads and bridges that I have been advocating for during my time in Parliament, to say that when it rains, it's unfortunate that people just do not get to clinics, kids do not get to schools and so forth. I lost a dear uncle who was a prominent member of society, Ken Muharukua, to a river. And it's something very close to my heart, and something that we really need to do to ensure that we avert the loss of lives through that, and that we avert people not being able to get to services and amenities because of rivers. Yeah. That is what it is, what it means to provide a quality instant service and to be a 24/7 government. That's what we intend to be in Kunene region. That's what we want to be known for, not just floods and drought.
Mr. Muharukua, you will be continuing visiting the affected communities. So what message of assurance would you like to share with the people of the Kunene region regarding government's commitment to their well-being and the development of the region?
I think my message wouldn't just go to Kunene region and the inhabitants of Kunene region, because Kunene region thus far is not the only region that is affected by floods. I hear Angwena region is increasingly being affected. I was personally yesterday at Omsati region with Governor Njala. That community is affected by floods. Kunene, of course. And also, we are talking about Kunene on the banks of the Kunene River, but you have pockets in the areas of Korihas, in the areas of Bershach, where flooding is also happening. What I want to assure Namibians is that this government is being proactive. It's being instant. The Prime Minister has assured his people, Namibia, that they are on the march to provide solutions, to alleviate hardships wherever they manifest. And that's the government we intend to run for the next 5 years. So they can be rest assured that they're in good hands under the leadership of the President.
Mr. Muharukua, thank you for your time this evening. Thank you for being with us. All the best as you take office tomorrow. And we hope to catch up with you when you're full in the swing of things and see how everything's going.
Thank you for having me again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, on that note, we wrap up today's edition of the Daily Roundup with Nina. Of course, we're back tomorrow, same time and place. Join us again, 6 p.m. sharp here on NBC One. For myself and the team, it's good night, and thank you for watching.